It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy. Here I come, here I come, here I come, here I come. Slam, slam, slam. 49, 61, matchbox lights. Big rip.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, team 6. No. Ready.
From the gun, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Stop your whining.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha.
They'll set up the throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Go now. 50, plant. 54. Good track, good track. Shoot.
On first down, it's Grant. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good job, D.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. This is Grant. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Recon, 152 fighter. Check safety, check safety. Deep river.
Off the play fake. Patterson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
On the double.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. Drop deep, 198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
To throw again, Patterson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's going to rifle one. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. You better be afraid of me. You better hit it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Washington's got it. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Okay, double up. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 7-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
90 Wolf.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Mara, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Complete to Bryant. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready, ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Double dog, that's the way. Watch the edge. 6-6, pull it high, get it.
On second down, Samuels. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You draw quarters. You think you gonna get this? Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check.
They will run with Grant. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, D. Mike 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Patterson. It's caught by Bryant. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Back to throw. Patterson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Jet bombers. Jet bombers. Shoot. Hey, watch it. Look at me. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here we go. 60 or. Kill, kill, kill. Jim, 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 Jim. Buzz, Buzz. Hey, check my 50. My 50.
On 3rd and 2, Patterson. This is Johnson. He's got it. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Patterson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to throw, Patterson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Greystone travel. 3. Combo, combo, combo. Check, 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 check. 0, 0, Mike 3. Hey, high 7. Mike 3. Mike 3. Let's go. X3. 218, chopper. Man up, D. Mike 3, Mike. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check the backer, check the backer.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check. Protein spill. Hey, orbit. Back him on the bus. Kill, 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 kill. Yes, yes.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I'm going back to you. Hey, 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 hey. Move.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Zoo. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, check back 34. Mike, 34. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Yeah. Let's make these babies.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
80 weapons. 54 Mike. Don't get check. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conlon, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Go.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 5. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, exit. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 5.
Here's Grant. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to Grant. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Complete. It's Johnson. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, this is Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Crunch time, defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alpha. Mike 3. Combo.
On 4th down, Patterson. He's going to float this one deep right, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
3 buzz. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run on first down. Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop it. Whip. Watch the whip.
2nd and 10. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Grant. And some room to work. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, 46 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. Patterson. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off play action. Patterson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Patterson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Patterson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And my goodness, another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, set, 61, matchbox lights. Let's pick it up, it's our time, guys. Deep grip.
On play action, they'll throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, weak. 25, check 25, check 25. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, it's Grant, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Switch up. Show it.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Hey! Here we go, here we go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. It's Grant, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out.